I just wanted to come on here and I wanted to speak about experiences that you have. So you went through the outcome that you went through, whatever that was in the past. We'll go with the past, like 15 years. You went through a lot of experiences that you don't understand why you went through them, and you don't understand why you had to go through them, but you realize today why you went through those experiences, why you went through that whole childhood experience, early adulthood, early teenager years, till you got to where you are today. And you realize that the reason that you got where you are today is because of the programming that you were taught. So the programming that you were taught got you where you are today, and you can rewrite it, rewire it, reprogram it, whatever you want to say. So all the negative that you went through, all the hurt, all the pain, all the suffering that you went through has kind of got you have a different perspective today, that you can overcome anything, and it doesn't matter where you live or what you do for a job or what your income is currently, because you have the power to change it, you have the power to raise it, you have the power to make it different. But you didn't know that before because maybe you weren't awakened at the time, or you believed the lies that you were told in society. So now you have opened a new box, opened a new door, turned on a new light switch, whatever, however you want to phrase it, and you have decided that I can make a difference, and it starts with me first. So I have to make a difference with me first, and then the people will follow me. And then you realize, hey, I can achieve what I can achieve because the only thing that's stopping me is my misinformation that I know. So the knowledge that I know that's wrong or not complete or isn't valid anymore, or isn't validating anymore. So I can make a difference today by making a choice of, I'm going to make history different in my life. So if that means that I have to alienate myself to protect myself, or I have to isolate myself to protect myself because of whatever the situation that I'm in, and other people or other family members or other people in this world do not understand why or when or what I'm doing, that's okay, because that's not their life. This is my life. This is the whole point of this, is my experiences. I'm blogging my experiences, my trauma, my pain, my discomfort, the things that scare me. That's why I'm doing this, because I want to be different. I want to do things differently. So I'm going to come on here and do things that absolutely scare me, like talk about my life on a camera. But I know that the outcome will be different. The outcome will be like inspiring, will be for my highest good, for my highest benefit, because years from now or decades from now or even a month from now, whatever the time frame is, will be worth it. Because if I can say one thing that can motivate somebody, or one thing that can help somebody to get out of their situation, because of one thing I said, it sparks an idea in their head, or sparks a flame in their internal fire that burns inside you, then that's worth it to me. Because whatever I went through, or whatever I've gone through, or whatever I'm going through, because it's ongoing. Like, you'll never stop healing, you'll never stop growing. Even if you achieve some of the goals you achieve, you'll always want to strive for more. So when you get to that point and you're like, I don't like this situation, but it's temporary. This situation is temporary. I am not going to be in this situation forever, because there's a lot of stuff that's happening behind the scenes that people will not see, and that's okay, because it's not their job to see that. But stuff will change. Like, I will be able to overcome the things that are holding me back, and that's what's motivating me. It might not be going as fast as I want it to, but that's part of the process of, I need to trust the universe has my best intentions, and the universe will put me in situations where I need to grow or teach me things that I need to learn, and it will be painful, it will be rough, it will be scary, it will be awkward, it will be uncomfortable, whatever feeling you can think of. But if I don't go through that stuff and I don't realize that being alone or being alienated by people that so called themselves my family, that's okay, because there's a reason that you go through what you go through, because the highest good is the outcome. So in the moment, you're like, this feels awkward, I'm cold, I'm hungry, I'm tired, I'm thirsty, like whatever emotion you can think of. But if you can overcome all that stuff and realize, that's all temporary. I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I'm tired, and I'm cold. That's all temporary. If I can overcome all that, then it doesn't really matter what I can accomplish, because that stuff's just temporary. And that's the whole beauty of this, is sometimes things are temporary and you're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to make this outcome change. But if you trust the process, and you trust that whatever I'm going through, or whatever I've in the process of going through, it makes it so much more like peace of mind, where you're like, so yes, I'm hungry, cold, and tired, but it's not always going to be like this. I am not always going to be in this situation. I'm not always going to be in this outcome. Like, it's going to get, I wouldn't say it's going to get easier, but it's going to get more, like, it's going to make more sense. Or it's going to be like, okay, this door opens, that window closes, that window closes, this door opens, this window opens, that door closes. It's kind of that whole concept of, when you wake up in the morning, you know what you need to do. You need to eat, and you need to brush your teeth, and like the basics that you learn. So it's no different than learning a new skill. Is you're like, I can learn new things because I've learned things before. It's just different because I've never been in this situation before. If you want a different outcome, you have to do something different. So you want to do something different, then do it. Okay? And there's days where it's like you just want to lay in bed and not do anything, and you're like, what do I do? I literally just want to lay in bed. And you're going to have days like that. And that's normal, because you're rewiring, you're reprogramming, you're growing, you're stretching, you're doing so many things at the same time. And a year from now, you'll be like, remember when I felt like that? And look at how I feel today, and look where I'm going today, and look at all that stuff. Like, it's a beautiful thing, is I'm doing something different, and I don't know what the outcome is, but if I trust that there's a higher good out there for me, so the higher good for me is out there saying, hey, master, you can master your circumstances. And if you master your circumstances, nothing can bother you. People will say stuff to you, and you're like, Like, you might still get hurt because you're human, but you'll know how to